Town Council has done so much to respond to the emerging issues brought about by the free education policy, such as inadequate school infrastructure coupled with shortages of classroom desks, as well as poor sanitation and lack of access to safe and clean drinking water.
We have seen a number of projects in our schools as Lundazi. First and foremost, government has put up new buildings, that is new classroom blocks. As I'm speaking here as Lundazi, we have benefited 13 1x3 classroom blocks which are completed, and another 13 which are being built. They are under, the buildings are still underway, the 13 of the other classrooms, meaning that we have an addition of 26 classroom blocks. Why am I saying like this? Because if we have proper classroom blocks at our schools, it will decongest our pupils, giving them extra room to learn from. It will also give teacher motivation.
Fiofio Primary School is a good example of how CDF has responded to the challenge of shortages of desks, which is an offshoot of increased enrollment brought about by the free education policy.
The school has the enrollment of almost 600 learners, of which we had the challenge of desks at the learning time. But with the coming of CDF, we benefited. Just some 2 weeks ago, we are given a set of desks.
Another one is Kahuji Primary School that has equally benefited a 1x3 classroom block costing 750,000 kwacha.
Kahuji Primary School, we had a lot of challenges. The school classroom block being blown off here, and then they were given tents by disaster management unit. After that, they consulted from the CDF committee to consider them, and looking at the funds available, they were taken into consideration under variations from bursaries at the rate of 750,000 kwacha.
The Ministry of Education in Lundazi is convinced that without support of a constituency development fund, the learning environment in public schools would have remained unfavorable and highly compromised.
The CDF project, schools like Chagona used to have very few numbers of pupils, but after the completion of the block, we have seen a number of pupils being enrolled. There's been an increase in the enrollment of our pupils. I think over 30% increment of our pupils in our schools because of room that has been created. A good